Sports Central tonight. Ready for the season. Jaffna Kings announced new owner ahead of the 6th edition of Lanka Premier League, while Colombo gear up with a refreshed look as Colombo Caps ahead of the franchise league in July. Race to the playoffs. Rajasthan Royals record a hard-fought victory against already eliminated Lucknow Super Giants, with the race for the final spot in the 2026 playoffs still open to go in the bay of 5 teams.
It's a 6 to give the Rajasthan Royals their first victory here at Jaipur in the last game here at Jaipur.
After 22 years. Arsenal's 22-year wait for the Premier League title ends after rivals Manchester City draw at Bournemouth in what is expected to be Pep Guardiola's penultimate game in charge. An unfortunate season. After withdrawing from the Barcelona Open and sitting out the French Open, world number 2 Carlos Alcaraz extends a disappointing season, announcing that he will miss this year's Wimbledon due to his wrist injury.
From Studio 24C, this is Sports Central. And now, here's Varna Surya.
Welcome to Sports Central right here on other Derana news channel, your go-to source to get all the updates in the sporting world at home and also around the globe. We start off today's bulletin with the updates coming in from the Lanka Premier League. Jaffna Kings announced that the franchise will come under the ownership of Sports Commune led by Indian sports entrepreneurs Manjot Khala and Mayank Goel ahead of the Lanka Premier League Season 6. The Jaffna Kings have also pre-signed Sri Lanka batter Bhanuka Rajapaksa and all-rounder Dunith Bellarage, giving the franchise a strong local foundation as it prepares for the upcoming season. A former India Under-19 World Cup cricketer, Khala brings first-hand cricketing experience together with sport entrepreneurship, digital media and youth engagement. Goel, also co-founder of Sports Commune, is an entrepreneur with interest across digital security, insurance and sports development. Welcoming the new ownership, Lanka Premier League League Director Samantha Dodangwala stated, Sri Lanka Cricket welcomes Sports Commune as the new ownership group of Jaffna Kings for Lanka Premier League Season 6, and their commitment to cricket, youth engagement and sports development adds further strength to the league. The new owners stated that their focus will be on building a disciplined, modern and connected franchise that reflects the spirit of Jaffna Kings while investing in long-term sporting value. The Jaffna outfit has secured 4 titles in the Lanka Premier League out of the 5 seasons played. They won the inaugural LPL edition as Jaffna Stallions in 2020 and later they clinched the title in 2021, 2022 and 2024 as Jaffna Kings under the ownership of Leica Mobiles. Meanwhile, the Colombo team will compete under the name Colombo Caps this season, and the team announced that the franchise will come under the ownership of Witness Sports Alliance LLC ahead of Lanka Premier League Season 6. Under Witness Sports Alliance LLC, the franchise will focus on building a competitive, commercially strong and fan-focused team that reflects Colombo's energy and passion for the game. As a part of its early squad strategy, Colombo Caps have pre-signed Sri Lankan wicketkeeper batter Kusal Mendis and all-rounder Kamidu Mendis, giving the franchise a strong local foundation ahead of the upcoming season. Both players bring international experience, match-winning ability and strong recognition among Sri Lankan cricket fans. In 2020, Colombo entered the league as Colombo Kings, and then in 2021 and 2022, the outfit was named Colombo Stars under a new ownership. Then the most recent editions in 2023 and 2024, the team competed as Colombo Strikers with another amendment in the ownership. The Sri Lanka-India Test Series is set to be played in the second half of August this year, with the organisers not yet revealing the exact dates for the 2 tests, mentioning it has not yet been finalised. But Sri Lanka Cricket has identified a 2-week window for the matches, which are part of the current ICC World Test Championship cycle. There is, however, no confirmation yet on the 3 T20 internationals that were supposed to be added to the tour. The 2 tests, followed by the Lanka Premier League, which concludes on the 9th of August, and the information about the identified window has been shared with all stakeholders involved with the series, including the Indian team. BCCI Secretary Devjit Sakia has travelled to Sri Lanka as a part of an International Cricket Council delegation to assess the situation in Sri Lanka cricket, which was recently dissolved by the government and since appointed an interim body, the Sri Lanka Cricket Transformation Committee. A 6-match white ball series in Bangladesh comprising 3 ODIs and 3 T20 internationals has been planned for September. India resumed their international commitments on the 6th of June with a test against Afghanistan in Mulanpur, followed by a 3-match ODI series. The team will then tour Ireland, England and Zimbabwe before travelling to Sri Lanka. The second clash of the crowns, the annual one-day big match encounter between Kagalu Balika Vidyalaya Kegaul and Malyadeva Balika Vidyalaya Kurunegala concluded recently at the Asgiri International Cricket Stadium in Kandy. However, due to the prevailing adverse weather conditions, the game was abandoned without a result.
Batting first, Kagalu Balika Vidyalaya scored 66 runs, losing 9 wickets. All their top-order batters were dismissed just for single figures. The bowling attack was led by Danuli Pamodya of Maledeva Girls College with 4 wickets. She maintained an economy rate of 1.33, bowling 6 overs. More support was given by Dilsha Raushadi, who picked up 2 wickets for 13 runs, bowling 6 overs. Nednu Peksha picked up 1 wicket. The only double figures came from Netu Nimanthi of Kagalu Balika Vidyalaya, who scored 14 runs, surviving 20 balls. Coming to chase the target, Maledeva Balika Vidyalaya Kurunegala could only gather 15 runs before rain interrupted play. However, they had lost 3 wickets by the end of 3 overs. Anuravi Madakithara of Kagalu Balika Vidyalaya was able to pick up 2 wickets after bowling 2 overs. Netu Nimnadi, who bowled the other over, picked up a wicket. With that, the second annual Big Match one-day encounter ended without a result.
Meanwhile, the Inter-School Rugby League has now concluded 4 weeks with only 1 more week remaining for the first round action to culminate. All teams have played now 4 matches, with the standings in each group having its own significance, with some having individual dominance while the other consisting tight contests.
Group 1A is led by defending league champions Trinity College Kandy, who claims the top spot with 24 points. But the intensity is in full swing, with Isipatana College trailing right behind them also with 24 points with an unbeaten run so far in the season. Sri Sumangala College Kandy hosts the 3rd spot with 12 points, winning 2 games, while St. Anthony's College Kandy sits in 4th, also winning 2 games but with 11 points. DS Saranayaka College Colombo and Lumbini College claims the final 2 spots in Group 1A. Both teams have not claimed victory yet in the league. Group 2A also has a tight battle for the top, with St. Peter's College and Wesley College fighting for the top honours. The Petrites claim the top spot with 24 points and also maintaining an unbeaten streak, while the Double Blues also has a track record so far without losing a game. However, a bonus point has cost them as they claim the 2nd spot with 23 points. St. Joseph's College sits on the 3rd with 12 points, winning 2 games and losing 2. Ananda College is on 8 points in 4th, while Mahanama College has gathered 6 points to be 5th in the group table. Newly promoted Prince of Wales College Monotour still hasn't got a breakthrough and claims the bottom spot in Group 2A. Finally, in Group 3A, St. Thomas's College Mount Lavinia has climbed to the top after their convincing victory over Sahira College last weekend. They have gathered 20 points, winning 3 games and losing 1, while Sahira College follow behind on 2nd with 19 points, also winning 3 games and losing 1. Much fancied Royal College has taken a hit as they secure the 3rd spot with 19 points. The Royalists too have won 3 and lost 1 game. Thurston College Colombo sits 4th with 12 points, while Science College Mount Lavinia sits 5th with 7 points. The bottom spot in Group 3A is claimed by Kinsur College Kandy, who has failed to record a victory so far in the season.
The president of the Football Federation of Sri Lanka, Jasper Rummers, stated that the launch of the 2nd edition of the Super League football tournament is scheduled for next month despite delays from several leading clubs that have failed to complete mandatory licensing requirements. The Super League, introduced under the guidelines of the Asian Football Confederation to raise Sri Lanka football to a professional level, will feature 10 leading clubs. However, all participating clubs must register as independent professional companies and obtain official club license to compete in the tournament. According to the FFSL, 7 clubs have already fulfilled all 22 licensing criteria and secured eligibility for the competition. 3 leading Colombo-based clubs have still not submitted the required documents, and the FFSL has set today, the 20th of May, as the final deadline to complete the process. The FFSL president added that the tournament would go ahead even if some clubs fail to meet the licensing standards, with only qualified teams being allowed to compete. The last Super League tournament was held in 2022 with teams including Blue Star Sports Club, Colombo Football Club, Renown Sports Club, Defenders Football Club, Seahawks Football Club and Blue Eagles Sports Club taking part. Blue Star Sports Club emerged champions and receive a cash prize of 5 million rupees, while Seahawks Football Club and Colombo Football Club share the runners-up position with 3.5 million rupees each. Meanwhile, the Sri Lankan contingent who took part in the 6th South Asian Micro Futsal Cup 2026 returned to the island following an impressive campaign in Nepal, which was the host nation for this year's edition. The teams arrived at the Bandaranaike International Airport in Katunayaka, where players and officials were welcomed following their successful performances on the regional stage. Sri Lanka's under-17 side emerged as champions of the tournament after a dominant campaign, bringing home the championship title and earning recognition for their outstanding performances throughout the competition. Meanwhile, the Sri Lanka under-19 team also delivered a strong showing, finishing the tournament as runners-up after reaching the final against tough regional opposition. The South Asian Micro Futsal Championship, organized under the South Asian Micro Futsal Association, featured Sri Lanka, India, Nepal, Pakistan and Bangladesh. Kenya was also present as an invited nation. This tournament served as a platform to promote the fast-growing format of micro futsal among young athletes. The performances of both teams are being viewed as an encouraging sign for the future development of youth futsal in Sri Lanka, particularly at a regional and international level. We're heading to a short commercial break. More sporting action coming right after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Sports Central right here on Other Derana News Channel. Let's head to the updates from the Indian Premier League now. Rajasthan Royals had no Riyan Parag, no Ravindra Jadeja and also had no fast start for Vaibhav Suryavanshi. But there was no problem for them as they hunted down 221 against Lucknow Super Giants and moved up to number 4 in the points table. The playoff race now gets more intense if RR also win their final league game against Mumbai Indians on Sunday, as they will firm up their playoff spot irrespective of other results.
Batting first, Lucknow Super Giants got the best start ever as their opening stand went up to 109 runs even before 9 overs were done. The charge was led by the Australian pair Mitchell Marsh and Josh Inglis.
Absolutely. Oh dear. Jiggery pokery and it's safe. And that'll be 4.
Inglis went on to score 69 off just 29 balls with 3 maximums and 7 boundaries. Mitchell Marsh on the other side was also smashing as he gathered 96 runs off 57 balls, scoring 11 boundaries and 5 sixes. After Inglis was dismissed, Nicholas Pooran joined Marsh, but he could not go as he was dismissed of 16 runs off the bowling of Yashraj Punja. Then captain Rishabh Pant joined Marsh and played a brilliant innings, scoring 35 runs off 23 balls with 2 maximums and 2 boundaries each.
Marsh. Another. He's got away with it again. Rishabh Pant. Come back. Whoa, that is some hit.
When Pant was dismissed in the 20th over, the score was already 215 runs, losing just 3 wickets. Following Rishabh Pant's run out, Mitchell Marsh was also run out in the final over. With that, when the allotted 20 overs were done, Lucknow Super Giants had 220 runs on board, losing 5 wickets.
It's the stumps. Archer.
Then chasing a competitive target, Rajasthan Royals openers Yashasvi Jaiswal and Vaibhav Suryavanshi did what they always do. Jaiswal played a quick innings of 43 runs off 23 balls, scoring 8 boundaries and a 6. He was the first wicket to fall in the 7th over and the score was on 75. However, until Yashasvi Jaiswal was dismissed, Vaibhav Suryavanshi played a more slow innings. But after that, he changed his gear entirely, scoring 93 runs at the end in just 38 balls. He was able to score 10 maximums. His innings also included 7 boundaries.
Cheeky little reverse. Will get through for a single or the fumble. So there's another half century for Vaibhav Suryavanshi in season 19. There's a celebration for you. It's a little different.
When he was dismissed in the 14th over, the score was already 196 runs, losing 3 wickets. At that point, Rajasthan Royals looked very comfortable. Dhruv Jurel then came to the crease and played a much composed innings. Even the Luandri Pretorius went on for a run-out. Donovan Ferreira joined Dhruv Jurel and they made sure that the game was sealed. Jurel went on to score 53 runs at the latter part of the game. His innings included 3 boundaries and 3 sixes. In the first ball of the 20th over, they reached 225 runs, just losing 3 wickets, hence sealing the game, which is a very important one in this playoff race.
The Rajasthan Royals, their first victory here at Jaipur in the last game here at Jaipur this season.
The IPL 2026 league stage is nearing its conclusion with 3 teams already securing playoff qualification. Now, after Sunrisers Hyderabad defeated Chennai Super Kings on Monday, they joined Royal Challengers Bengaluru and Gujarat Titans in the playoffs. With only 7 league matches remaining, 5 teams who are the Kolkata Knight Riders, Rajasthan Royals, Punjab Kings, Chennai Super Kings and Delhi Capitals are now battling for that final playoff spot. Let's now get a breakdown on what outcomes will take those teams to the lucky spot.
Kolkata Knight Riders must win both of their remaining matches to reach 15 points. They will also need Rajasthan Royals to lose at least one of their final 2 matches. They will also need Rajasthan Royals to lose their remaining match. Punjab Kings may also need to lose against Lucknow Super Giants. Both Chennai Super Kings and Delhi Capitals can finish with a maximum of 14 points. For Rajasthan Royals, the equation is quite simple as they will qualify directly if they win their remaining match against Mumbai Indians on Sunday. This follows their victory against Lucknow Super Giants last night and they are currently regarded as the most favourable team to claim the final spot in the 2026 IPL playoffs. Meanwhile, Punjab Kings, currently on a 6-match losing streak, must win their final league game them to stay alive in the playoff race. Even with a win, Punjab Kings will need Rajasthan Royals to lose their match against Mumbai Indians. They also need Kolkata Knight Riders to lose one of their remaining matches. But if the Knight Riders win both games, qualification could come down to the net run rate between Punjab Kings and Kolkata Knight Riders. Meanwhile, Chennai Super Kings can finish with a maximum of 14 points but require several results to go their way. For them to qualify, Kolkata Knight Riders must beat Delhi Capitals but lose to Mumbai Indians, and then Punjab Kings must lose to Lucknow Super Giants. Chennai must significantly improve their net run rate, while Delhi Capitals may also need to finish with an inferior net run rate. All these scenarios must align for Chennai Super Kings to reach the playoffs. Finally, Delhi Capitals can also finish with maximum of 14 points. For them to qualify, they must beat Kolkata Knight Riders by a huge margin to boost their net run rate. Chennai Super Kings must lose heavily in their final match. In a much simpler equation, no other team should pass 14 points for Delhi to qualify for the playoffs.
Meanwhile, Bangladesh overcame 1 hour of nerves on the 5th morning to beat Pakistan by 78 runs in Sylhet Test and complete a consecutive 2-0 sweep over them. Now, for the first time in their history, Bangladesh have won 4 successive Test series.
Batting first, Bangladesh scored 278 runs all out in their first innings. The top score came from Luthan Das, who scored 126 runs off 159 balls. Further contributions were added by Tanzid Hassan, Monimul Haq, Najmul Hossain Shanto and Mushfiqur Rahim. The Pakistan bowling attack was led by Khurram Shahzad, who picked up 4 wickets, and Mohammad Abbas, who picked up 3 wickets. Then batting their first innings, Pakistan could only gather 232 runs before they were bowled out. The batting charge was led by experienced Babar Azam, who scored 68 runs. Sajid Khan gave 38 runs down the order before Salman Ali Agha and Shan Masood gave 21 runs. Bangladesh's bowling card was well balanced, with Nahid Rana and Taijul Islam picking up 3 wickets each, while Mehdi Hasan Miraz and Taskin Ahmad contributed 2 scalps each. Then came the game-changing innings from Bangladesh, where they scored 390 runs in their second innings. The contribution began from Mahmudullah Hassan Joy, who scored 52 runs as the opener. Mohamedul Haq scored 30, but the top contributor was Mushfiqur Rahim, who scored a brilliant century, hitting 137 runs. Luthan Das further stabilized it with his 69. Khurram Shahzad was once again the bowler for Pakistan, who picked up 4 wickets. Sajid Khan picked up 3 wickets. Then, chasing a massive target of 437, Pakistan could not reach it as they stumbled for 358 runs today. Ahsan Awais, the opener, scored 21 runs, and Shan Masood, the number 3 batter and the captain, scored 71 runs. Babar Azam also fought his way, scoring 47 runs. But the scare came when Salman Ali Agha and Mohammad Rizwan started to make trouble. Salman Ali Agha went on to score 71 runs, while Mohammad Rizwan on the other side scored 94 runs. That gave a hard time for Bangladesh bowlers today. But they did not give up, as Taijul Islam led the charge, picking up 6 wickets, and Nahid Rana with 2 wickets, along with Shariful Islam and Mehdi Hasan Miraz's 1 wicket each. After that, with an early scare, Bangladesh somehow was able to dismiss Pakistan with 358 runs on board, claiming the series win 2-0.
Bangladesh repeat what they did when they went to Pakistan in the year 2024. They won 2-0.
Factors covered. Middle order batting, experience, spin, and also
Two-time champion Carlos Alcaraz will miss this year's Wimbledon because of his wrist injury. The world number 2 withdrew from last month's Barcelona Open after sustaining the injury to his right wrist in the first round. The Spaniard subsequently pulled out of the French Open to further recover, where he is the 2-time defending champion.
The player wrote on his social media that his recovery is going well and he is feeling much better, but unfortunately he is still not ready to compete, which is why he has to withdraw from the grass court swing at Queen's and Wimbledon. He added that they are 2 truly special tournaments for him and he will miss them a lot and will keep working to come back as soon as possible. Alcaraz was the 2-time defending champion at last year's Wimbledon but lost in the final to rival Jannik Sinner. Alcaraz began the year by winning his first Australian Open title and becoming the youngest man to complete the career Grand Slam. He would have been looking to kick on further in 2026 but will now miss the entire grass court season along with the majority of the clay court swing. Alcaraz had been set to play at Queen's, where he is a 2-time winner, before Wimbledon begins on the 29th of June. He is now set to lose even more ground in the rankings to Italy's Jannik Sinner, who replaced him as world number 1 last month and has won the past 6 Masters 1000 tournaments, including 3 in the past 5 weeks. The past 9 men's major singles titles have been split between Alcaraz and Sinner, with the Spaniard winning 5 of them. Alcaraz's withdrawal from Wimbledon simultaneously opens up the draw and boosts Sinner's title hopes, giving his recent dominance on the ATP Tour. However, the 24-year-old Italian has said that he will not play any grass court events in the build-up to Wimbledon after a draining few months.
We are heading to a short commercial break from Other Derana Sports Central. We'll be back with more sporting highlights right after this. Welcome back to Sports Central right here on Other Derana News Channel. Let's get to the squad updates for the upcoming FIFA World Cup. Cristiano Ronaldo will embark on a 6th World Cup at the age of 41 after Portugal coach Roberto Martinez named a 27-man squad for the tournament with a symbolic +1 in the memory of late Diogo Jota.
Speaking before a packed auditorium, Martinez confirmed that full-choice goalkeeper Ricardo Velho will travel with the squad but can only be added to the official 26-man list in the event of an injury to one of the 3 registered goalkeepers. The reigning Nations League champions opened their Group K campaign at the tournament in US, Mexico and Canada against the Democratic Republic of Congo on the 17th of June in Houston. They then face Uzbekistan at the same venue on the 23rd of June and conclude the group stage against Colombia in Miami on the 27th of June. The tournament runs from the 11th of June to the 19th of July. Martinez said his selection comprised 27 players plus 1, a reference to Liverpool forward Jota, who died in a car accident in July last year. The coach defended his decision to name 4 goalkeepers and 5 fullbacks while leaving out players including Matías Fernandes, Ricardo Horta and Pedro Goncalves. Martinez said that the complexity of the tournament is very important, the demands of the weather, the time zone, everything they already experienced in March, and there are positions where we need to have more than 2 players per position and also they need 5 fullbacks. He highlighted the versatility of Diogo Dalot, João Cancelo and Matheus Nunes and pointed that attacking options such as João Felix, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva and Francisco Trincao operating between the lines, with Rafael Leão, Pedro Neto and Francisco Conceição providing width. Portugal warm up against Chile on the 6th of June and Nigeria on the 10th of June. FIFA has stipulated that the squad must be in their Palm Beach, Florida training camp at least 5 days before their opening match.
Moving to the updates from the Premier League now, Arsenal's 22-year wait for the Premier League title is over after rivals Manchester City drew at Bournemouth in what is expected to be Pep Guardiola's penultimate game in charge. Now today's result on the South Coast leaves Mikel Arteta's men 4 points clear of City before the final round of games take place this Sunday, with Gunners set to lift the trophy at Crystal Palace.
Build-up to this game had been overshadowed by dramatic reports that Guardiola is set to step down as City manager at the end of the season.
Some NFL updates now. NFL owners voted to award Super Bowl 64 to Nashville, Tennessee, with the game set to be played in February 2030 at the Tennessee Titans' new stadium, which is currently under construction. The vote took place at the Spring League meeting in Orlando.
Known as Music City, Nashville will be hosting the Super Bowl for the first time. The city hosted the 2019 NFL Draft, which set an attendance record for the event at the time. The new stadium, a $2.1 billion, 60,000-seat enclosed venue on the Cumberland River, is expected to be opened by February 2027. It features a cable-net ETFE roof. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said that Super Bowl 64 at the new stadium is the next step in the remarkable football journey. Nashville joins a recent run of Super Bowls in non-traditional markets. Los Angeles hosts in February 2027, Atlanta in 2028 and Las Vegas in 2029. In a separate one, Minneapolis was selected to host the 2028 NFL Draft.
And with that, we mark the end of today's edition on Sports Central. We'll be back tomorrow with more sporting highlights from around the world. Sid Madhikari is standing by next on World News Tonight. With that, I'm Vinod Parnasuri wishing you a very good night.